Vegas, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? They're building entire complexes of homes just for rent. And look what they're saying. Home simplified. That's right. It's simple. You don't own. You'll rent everything from us. It's simple.
Living through a broken promise. Look, I love America. I am all in on the American experiment and what we stand for. But the American dream for my generation and the generation below me, it's not what we were promised. We were all supposed to work hard and you'll be able to afford a house and you'll have access to world-class healthcare, world-class education. You pay more taxes, and that was the whole Democratic thing. Pay more taxes, get more services. We've paid out the ass in taxes, and all we've gotten is a depreciating return. So I say this all the time when people were like, oh, you want people to fend for themselves, you're a libertarian. Dude, if the government could prove to me that they would do anything other than kill people with money, I'd give them all my money. Go ahead. But what has our government done, especially in the last 15 years, to suggest that they deserve more?
I truly believe that it is about to get a lot worse for the normal, everyday American citizen. Right? And many people are not going to see it coming. Everybody's distracted right now. Everybody's distracted by, what party is doing this administration doing that. Everybody's distracted right now. Everybody's fighting among themselves, right? Everybody's pointing the finger, right? Nobody's really looking at the people who are really pulling the strings. Nobody's really looking at the people who are really making things shake. Nobody's really looking at the people who are really in control, right? Everybody's bamboozled, right? Everybody has been programmed. Everybody has been programmed to their destruction. As you guys just seen, right? I told you guys this a minute ago, a long time ago, but many of the houses that they are putting up now, they're for rent. Many of the houses that they're putting up now, they are for rent. Nobody can afford a home. Who can afford a home? Nobody can afford a home. Nobody can afford to put $20,000 up, $30,000 up, $40,000 up, $50,000 up, upwards until $80,000 to $100,000 up for a home. Nobody has that kind of money. Who's making what money? The majority of Americans is barely making over $25 an hour. What money? What money? The average, the median income is what? $50,000 to $60,000 a year, if that. Bro, it's about to get a lot worse for people, right? I went grocery shopping today, right? A lot of things are up in the grocery store. Eggs are up, milk is up, the cost of meat is up. Everything is up, right? Groceries are still skyrocketing, right? Rent hasn't changed. Homes haven't changed. The cost of living hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. What has changed? What has changed? Nothing. Things are about to get a lot worse. And many of you won't see it coming. That's why I keep telling you, start paying attention. I know everything is distracting you right now. I know there's a lot of bullshit going on. I know. But you have to take it upon yourself to dig through the bullshit, to dig through all of the BS, to dig through, all of the news and all of the shit that they're trying to hit you upside the head with. You got to be able to dig through all of that to find the truth, right? You got to be able to dig through all that to find your way, because a lot of people are not going to be able to find their way. I told you guys before, look at what's going on. Mass layoffs are going on, right? You see what the administration is doing, right? They're trying to get the federal workers out of there, right? I think they're trying to buy them out, but many of them, what they're going to, they got around 6 to 7 months if they take the buyout to get another job, right? Jobs are not hiring right now. Who's hiring right now? What companies are hiring right now? Right, especially in the white collar, for all of you guys who are in the white collar industry right now, who is hiring? White collar is facing a major problem right now, especially tech workers, right? Especially tech workers, HR. Listen, it's going to get horrible for you guys. I see post after post I'm on if you guys have heard of Nextdoor, right? Where you can see what's going on in your neighborhood and all that stuff, right? I've seen post after post of people who have been in tech for 10, 15 years, right? 10, 15 years. They're getting laid off, right? They were making $130,000, $150,000, $180,000, right? And now they have to drive Uber, right? Now they have to do DoorDash, right? Bro, it's about to shit is about to hit the fan, right? This trajectory that we're on, listen, man, I don't know if it has sped up or slowed down, but we're on a horrible trajectory right now. We're on a horrible trajectory right now. People are getting laid off, private and public industries. People are getting laid off. The price of goods has either remained the same, which is the highs, or it has become a new high, right? Rent has either stayed the same or it has reached new highs in many major cities, right? People's pay rate has not increased for decades. People are not getting paid more. People are making the same money, the same salary that they made 10 years ago, right? And we're not living in 10 years ago prices. It's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. Nobody can afford a car, right? Lord help the normal person if their car break down right now. The cost of a used car? What? Who has that money? Who has that money? Nobody even has. Bro, I looked at the latest stats. People barely have $500 to their name. And we're talking about, it doesn't matter if you make $40,000 upwards to $100,000 and $120,000 a year. Most people barely have $100 in their name, let alone $10,000 to be able to afford, a functioning car. For a functioning car, let alone an emergency, something can happen to you, bro. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on, but something is going on. A lot is going on that is not being said, right? Planes are crashing. What the hell is going on? Bird flu, tuberculosis outbreak. What the hell is going on out here? What is going on? Nobody's talking to, bro, nobody's talking to, it's like everybody's walking around here like everything is all cool and dandy. Everybody's walking around here like everything is all cool and dandy and straight, right? But you see it on people's faces, right? If y'all go outside, you see it on people's faces. You see the anger in people's faces. You see the struggle in people's faces. You see the frustration in people's faces, right? You see the rudeness in people. You see the hustle and bustle, right? You can't even go into the grocery store without somebody bumping into you, right? You can't even go anywhere without somebody using basic human decency skills, excuse me, right? How many times have I asked somebody, how are you? They just look at me. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Something ain't right, though. Something ain't right. My spidey senses are tingling. Something ain't right. And I don't know if y'all feel exactly what I'm feeling, but something ain't right. Right? And listen, I at this point, I don't know if it even matters what administration is in there at this point. I've said this before, but I don't think it really matters what administration is in there at this point, right? Is this administration just slowing? Is it just slowing it down, right? Is it just slowing the implosion that is inevitable down, or can this administration actually turn this system around? Right? I don't know. Right? One half of me is saying, how the hell am I going to trust a bunch of billionaires, right, running the dang on country? Right? But the other half of me is like, maybe they can do something. Maybe they do stand for freedom. Maybe they are trying to do something. Maybe they are trying to get down to the nitty gritty and get things going. But the intellectual in me, the observant side of me, right, the objective side of me, like, I don't know. But something ain't right. And listen, man. Food is going up. I already told y'all, homelessness is going to become much worse, and especially amongst women. Listen, what they are doing right now, let me tell y'all this. What they are doing right now, okay, what the government is doing right now, you see how they are basically trimming the fat. It's trimming the fat, right? They're trimming the fat. Right? They're trying to save the country from wasteful spending, right? So they're trying to dig into possible fraud, right? They're trying to dig into possible crimes. They're trying to dig into, money that can be spent elsewhere. Let's just say that. So they're trying to trim the fat all around the government. They're trying to trim the fat wherever they can, right? So that also means, right, what costs the most? I told y'all this before. I told y'all to pay attention. I've been telling y'all to pay attention. What costs the most? Right? Employees, overhead, right? Human capital, right? That costs the most. So they're going to cut them first, right? Human capital. When companies or anybody else are trying to save money, they're the first ones to go. So we're going to have millions of people. Back on the streets, right? They may take a buyout, but they're going to be back on the streets. Listen, what do you think the private sector is about to do as well? I told y'all. What do you think the private sector is about to do now? They're going to follow suit. Especially, let's say the administration get it right? Let's say the administration get it right by trimming all the fat, killing all the overhead, kicking everybody out, kicking the FBI out, right? We don't need that many of y'all. We can get AI to do this. We can get AI to do a lot of this stuff, right? Dismantling the CIA, right? Dismantling, Social Security, right? Dismantling the IRS, right? So now we're going to have a bunch of federal workers, right, who are no longer federal workers. We're going to have a lot of them on the street, right? So let's say they get it right, and the government sees that, oh crap, we can operate at this rate, having let go of millions of people. Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all following? We can operate at this rate, letting go millions of people, right? What do you think the private sector is about to do? I told y'all, AI is here. I told y'all, technology is here. I told y'all, the layoffs are here. I told y'all that y'all better get your ducks in a row, because shit is going to hit the fan. Now, I don't even know. I don't know if things got to get worse before they get better, or things just going to get a lot worse. Right? I don't know if things will get a lot better, right? Go from have to get worse to great, or if things just going to get a lot worse. But something's telling me things are going to get a lot worse. But before they get better, I don't know. I'll let y'all be the judge of that. But something is happening, and not enough people are talking about it. Something is in the atmosphere, and not enough people are talking about it. Right? things are happening that a lot of people are not talking about. And if you haven't noticed, the quality of life is severely struggling in America. The quality of life has been going downhill for the past, like my guy just said, the quality of life has been going downhill for the past 50 years, right? It costs just to stay alive, right? No wonder everybody is obese, right? No wonder everybody is dealing with mental illnesses. No wonder so many people are struggling physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Psychologically, spiritually. Bro, everything costs, right? Even if you have insurance, right? Even if you have insurance, most people, a lot of people can't even pay out of pocket for if something was to happen to them on a major scale, right? You mess around and break your leg, boom, right? You don't have enough money for that, right? You mess around and crack a tooth, boom, you don't have enough money for that. You mess around and break your foot, right? You don't have enough money for that. Bro, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Lord help the ones who can't afford insurance at all, bro. Even like everything is almost like it's a scam. It's almost like everything here is designed to rip off the Americans, right? Insurance, right? Bro, if you are paying insurance right now, right? And the company, even if the company is subsidizing that payment, bro, you're paying around $200, $250, $300, right? For health insurance. Just so if something was to happen to you, you'll have some health insurance. Bro, if you have a family, bro, insurance is taking a quarter to 30% of your check. It is taking a quarter to 30% of your check on top of taxes, right? On top of federal taxes, on top of state taxes. Bro, what is going on? Right? Most people are not even seeing the majority of their check, right? I for damn sure not seeing the majority of my check. I'm for sure not seeing the majority of my check. So I know for those who barely making any money, bro, most people are struggling out here, right? Most people are probably, I'm not saying not most people, but there's a good portion of people, too many people who are riding out here with no car insurance, right? Right? They're fleeing their car repossession. They're trying to get away from that car, getting repossessed. They're hiding their cars. Right? You got people out here with no health insurance. Right? You got, bro, it's getting crazy out here. And it's about to get crazier. Now, people still are hopeful, right? The whole basis of this past election, right? People are still hopeful that the American dream can be achieved. And of course, Americans look at the billionaires, right? They look at them and use them as an example. Oh, maybe I can attain that. If he can attain that, maybe I can attain that. Let me tell y'all something. You're probably more likely to die in a car accident, die in a plane crash, and possibly even hit the lotto than you are of becoming a billionaire. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to let you know the facts. But you're probably more likely to go through all of those things, probably those things twice before you are of becoming a billionaire. Right? To become something of that stature, listen, I don't even know what it takes. I'm not a billionaire. But definitely a lot of luck and a lot of knowing people and a lot of parents already being in a position of prosperity, right? Most Americans won't even see $1 million. Most Americans won't, let alone see $50,000 outside of a putting down a down payment down on a home. And like I said before, what American has that? What American has that? Listen, I don't know what's going on, but something is going on. As y'all can see, I don't really have the words for it. It was just something that's I seen this video, right? And I was just like, bro, I got to make a video on this. And I'm just evaluating it and a lot more videos. And I'm just like, bro, they're right. They're right. There's something going on that I just can't put my finger on. Right? There's a lot going on that I just can't put my finger on. But I'm sticking by to what I said. A lot of people are going to be left behind. Right? A lot of people are going to be homeless. A lot of people are going to be without. A lot of people are going to be on the streets. A lot of people are going to be jobless. Right? What happens when all of these people are let go into the marketplace and nobody is hiring? What happens when that money runs out? What happens if they take that buyout and that money runs out? They got to provide for families and all of that stuff, right? What happens when that money runs out and nobody is hiring? What happens? I don't know, man. I'm lost for words right now. I don't even know. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment section. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or is something going on? Or am I tripping, or I'm not seeing things right? Right? Am I seeing things right? Am I seeing it? Am I the only one who's seeing the writing on the wall? Am I the only one that thinks I don't think there's no saving this train? Am I the only one that thinks that there's only going to be very few people who save themselves? Right? Am I the only one? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section, man. PSA. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.